Hi beauties, welcome to Lady Lay Tarot. In today's reading, we're going to take a look at yes or no. Is the thing that you want to happen on your mind going to happen? And if so, why? So we have 4 piles with us today. The first pile is either this seashell or this blue stone. The second pile is this seashell or this stone. The third pile is this seashell or this white and blue stone. And the fourth pile is this seashell or this blue and white stone. So see which seashell or which stone you feel drawn to. And you could try rolling the dice 10 to 15 times, as I always like to say, to see which number 1 through 4 will come up the most often, to select your pile that way, while asking your spirit guides for help. So please pause the video to select your pile. And without further ado, let's get into your reading. Hi, Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this seashell here, or this blue and white stone. And the card that came through for your pile, the 10 of Wands, don't worry, this is not a yes or no answer. This is just a card giving us a clue as to how you've been feeling about this thing that you're asking about. And so far, I see that you felt very defeated. Perhaps this thing that you're asking about is something that you have failed at in the past, or it's about a betrayal that happened. Okay, so you're hoping to rise from the ashes, or it's about a health situation of a certain someone. Okay, but first off, we're going to get the cards for the yes or no to this question, and we're also going to get some cards out for what the situation entails and why the answer is yes or no. And lastly, we're going to get some letter charms as a double layer of confirmation, if you would like that. Okay, so let me get the cards out for if this is firstly a yes or no. Okay, so 4 cards insisted on coming out for the answer to this question. We have the Justice, that's a maybe card, leaning more towards a no. The 6 of Pentacles, it's also leaning towards a yes. And we have the Star, which is a yes card. And the last card, the 10 of Wands, is a no card. So what I see with this is that mostly it will happen. However, it will take time and work on your part. Patience on your part is required. Perhaps this is something that you have to wait for someone else to give to you. Okay, and more prayer is required. Okay, so the main message I'm getting is that yes, but it's not something which will happen very soon. All right, since we have that one no card there with that yes. Okay, so now we're going to take some cards out to see what types of situations were asked of this pile. And we'll also see why the answer to that question is this way. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, your cards are ready. Let's take a look at the situations that this question may have entailed, so you can see if this was your question. Okay, Detective, 8 of Swords, Principal, Renewal, extremism, the Gentleman card, the Damsel, Marriage, the Friend card, a message of concern, acquisition, another message, Four of Swords, sorrow over a loss, family sorrow, February, bouquet, compliments from an admirer. So there are various situations or questions I see having been asked from this pile. So these are some of the clues as to what those questions entail. The first question that I'm seeing with the message here is you're asking about someone to write back to you, in particular an admirer, to get back in touch with you, or it could be an employee, since we have the principal card next to it. Then, like I said, the answer to that question is that yes, but patience is required. It's not something which will happen quickly. Okay. And I want to get one more clarifier for why that is not something that will happen quickly. Okay, with the Hermit. So perhaps more of your wisdom is needed, like more education is required, or like an extra course is required. Or with the Hermit, this is a card of also waiting, and like you still need to experience something before this happens. Okay. But like we said, it's mostly a yes for this. Okay. So then we have the renewal. This could be a question pertaining to contact. Someone, again, reaching out to you, as we have this held out here, or some sort of contract that is going to be signed, negotiated, therefore cementing the status of this job or whatever this is. If it's a contract. Okay. And I want to get a look at why the question, why this requires patience. Wow, okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, because it is coming to you at the most opportune time, but perhaps some money is required first to get the ball rolling, okay? So you're waiting on a sum of money, for example, and maybe there's some sort of fee entailed with this. Or you have to wait for this person to give you this offer, and so you have to make it sound even more appetizing, so to speak. Okay, but this seems to be something that requires less patience than this other situation with the person that you're trying to attract or write back to you. Then we have also the situation of marriage. Someone here asked about marriage, and the gentleman, maybe they're asking if they will soon be married, and they're feeling hopeless, maybe regarding a certain gentleman or about a love interest showing up in their life. You see the Eight of Swords, like someone has lost hope, feels like they're not in that castle, they don't have access to this gentleman. So if that is a question asked about this sort of situation, let me see what Spirit wants to say about that. Why is that something that may require some bit of patience before it happens? Let me see. Okay, these cards are not coming through. Okay. Okay. So we have, wow, the Fortune card, and we have the Star card. Okay. So with this, what I'm seeing is that more meditation, more calmness of mind is required on your part to manifest this, even though it is going to come to fruition. That's why it's taking more time, because you're not in a calm state of mind. Okay, and with the 10 of Pentacles, this is like having everything, the whole shebang, the finances, the family home. Perhaps also, this is also saying that when you're looking for someone, you have to make sure their finances are in order, or this person is ready to take on a marriage. Okay, so they have to be in the right frame of mind, the right readiness in their mind, like the right age, or they have their finances in order. And that's why this is something that requires your patience, but it will happen. Okay, and requires your calmness and your belief. Okay, so definitely meditation is encouraged here. Calmness of mind and not rushing it, and believing that fate has good things in store for you, that readiness on the other person is also a big factor to this happening. So if you don't want to wait, you have to choose someone who is in that frame of mind, who's ready, who has their financial affairs in order, and who is actually looking for a serious partner. And yeah, so maybe don't hang with people who are not ready to settle down on account of their age or of their finances. Okay, so the other situation I see here, okay, with the family, Sarah, this is a question related to family. The Four of Swords, that is like feeling defeated, wanting to rest, feeling trapped. So some sort of family situation where you feel trapped or forced to hold back. And it says here, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. Maybe you're in the dark regarding a certain family member. You've been shut out, unable to convince or see. And it says voyeurism. So you're checking on a certain family member and you're asking a question regarding this person. Maybe this person was born in February or something happened pivotal in February. Okay. So if it's that kind of question, let's see why this is going to happen, but requires some patience on your part. Okay, with the Judgment card here, because time is crucial, the right time to talk about this, has to be right. That's what I'm seeing with the Judgment, the Realization card. Don't be like a monkey, a fool, jumping into it just because you feel like you want to pounce. Okay, so you have to wait. Timing is everything. And also with the monkey, you have to be more lighthearted about it. Maybe the way that you've been approaching it so far has been like very vocal and intimidating or threatening to this family member. So that's why that patience is required to when you can strike at the right time and with the right attitude. Okay. And if this is regarding a certain document, like a book or something, I see a book here. The reason that patience is required, again, the element of striking at the right time, okay, or waiting for the right time to publish something is very important. So that's why patience is required, as is research or choosing the right, like publisher, for example, for this writing or this book or journal thing. Okay. Then we also have the Friend and the Damsel. Okay, so with the acquisition, it's about acquiring something, all right, that you have lost. So maybe this is about an ex that has left you high and dry. It's a question pertaining to an ex of yours and that you are desperate about, that you feel like all is lost. And maybe you're asking about when the reunification will happen, or if you can see this person again, if they will reach out to you. This is that type of question. Or it could be about reunifying with an object that was lost. So let's see why the answer to that is patience is required. It's not something that's going to happen fast. Let me see. Let me get one card from this pile. And I'll also get one clarifier from here. Okay, so we have dog, protection from a powerful friend. Interesting. And we have the moon with the dogs here. Very, very interesting. That saying about you can't teach a dog new tricks comes to mind, or in my version of at least, it's going to take a while for a dog to learn new tricks. So patience is needed. Because this person maybe is feeling protective over themselves, okay? And this person is confused. They still have lessons to learn, or they are in their dog phase right now. No offense to dogs. I love dogs. I mean, if they're sowing their oats, for example, or if they are not acting honorably, but more with their animal instinct, you have to wait for that to subside, or you have to be less bendable with your values. Show that you have boundaries, that you're not going to accept weak boundaries anymore. And you could do that, of course, in a respectful way. Or the reason that this is blocked from the universe right now is because they're trying to protect you, okay, from someone who could do harm to you. So this is something that is going to require effort and time. Okay. But if you're asking about justice, will justice be served upon this person for having hurt you? The answer to that is, of course, yes, but it's going to take longer than like a year, is what I'm seeing here. But justice will be served upon that person who did you wrong and caused you sorrow. Okay. So those are some of the scenarios I see. And let me also get some charms to wrap up this reading as a double layer of confirmation for you. Okay, so these are some of the letters that I see. Pile 1, WIMERKZHKLNYMIGDCFI. So these may be your initials or spell something out for you. Okay, and this concludes our reading. I hope that this was helpful. I'll see you later. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye, Pile 1. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the seashell or to this stone here. And the card that came through for your pile, which is not a yes or no, it's just a card of an indication of what this reading could be about, is the Hierophant. It's a card of institutions, traditions. This is the counterpart of the High Priestess. So this is giving us a clue as to what you may have asked about. Maybe it's something that is legal, like a legal thing that you have going on, or it's about getting into some sort of institution, a university, or it could even be a hospital setting, something to do with health. And we have a depiction of Pocahontas here. Another thing I'm seeing is like it's about travel to a certain destination, which is not close to your country. Maybe it's some sort of question pertaining to that. Or to a moral dilemma, a sacrifice. We're going to take a look first at the yes or no answer, and then we'll take some cards out for some of the questions that were asked of this pile, and we'll cap it off with some letter charms at the end of the reading as a double layer of confirmation. Okay, so first, let's take a look if the answer is yes or no. Okay, so I need 3 cards. Okay, so the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and we have the Wheel of Fortune in the center. The answer to this question is mostly a no. It requires hard work, lots of luck. So your angels may bequeath you this after a long while, but it's not something that's going to happen in the short term. And that could be because of your mindset here, because you don't believe that it does subconsciously, or it's some sort of work that you are not prepared to do yet. But of course, just because this is looking like a no, this is the only maybe card here with these flanked with these no cards. It's not a forever no. It doesn't mean that it is a no, period. You could always try to get answers from your spirit guides, meditate and see why this road may be blocked in the short term. But we're going to take a look at some of the cards as to what the situation could be about and why the answer to this question is no. Okay, so let me take out some cards and we'll get into it. Okay, so let me get some cards. Let's see what this situation entailed. Some of the people that asked about this pile asked about. Okay, so stability. We have the rivalry card. We have the worker card. The concern. Attachment. The lover's card. The flirtation card. Okay, defense. Expansion. The key. Eye card. Dragon. A false person. And we have the originality card. Okay. So some of the questions that I see that were asked here pertains to love. For example, you're asking if this person really has feelings for you, and the answer is no. Mostly they do not have serious intentions for you. They are detached. Okay, and you already know that, as I see here with the psychic ability. Okay, another download I'm getting for a question regarding something is maybe you are trying to move in together with someone, or there's a certain house that you're asking about, but you're not sure if that's the right choice. The answer to that question is no. Okay, you're going to struggle there, and that's why your road maybe is blocked for the time being. Okay, with the worker card, for others of you, it could be a matter of that you're asking about work. Okay, with the defense question here, of acquiring some sort of skill or even money with the Taurus card here, or there's a rivalry you have regarding someone at work, maybe a boss perhaps, and whatever question you asked regarding that was a no. Okay, and the other situation that I see has something to do with someone's stability, so it's about the expansion, like winning the lottery or money coming to you. And with the dragon here, it says self-deception and key. Maybe you're asking about somebody lying to you. You have an intuitive sense that they are. So if this is one of those questions, then the answer to that question is yes, because this is a negative here. This person is lying. There's something that this person is hiding from you. Okay. And they do know the answer to that question, but they're not sharing it with you. So if it's a matter like that. Okay, so we have the harvest here. So it could be about some sort of news coming to you that you think would make your life easier. Okay, and the answer is no, that news is not going to come, at least not for the long while. And by long while, let's see, timing-wise, the earliest that this could happen. So we have Libra card here, so which is like 11 months from when I post this reading. And we have the 7. So from 11 months to 7 years is what I see here. Worst case scenario. Okay. Yes. So I also want to see why the answer is no to these situations, for example. Okay. So I want to get 4 cards to see why the answer is no. One from here as well. And one from here. And one more card, actually. Okay. Okay, Spirit, let's take a look at why the answer is no. Okay. We have the Power card, Celebration, the Knight of Swords. This is the Fighter card. The World card. And we have the Seven of Swords. So some reasons for why these certain things are not happening, the question that you have on your mind is, well, first of all, psychically, you know that there's something wrong with it, okay? Your intuition is telling you that it's a slim possibility. And with the other thing that I see, the Power card here, the power is in someone else's hands, so you can't change their free will. They're fighting it. Okay, so you can only change your outlook, your attitude, but God does not want to affect someone else's free will. So that's why it's in the negative answer right now. And it will take some time for this person's resistance to thaw. And with the World card here, if this is a romantic interest you're asking about, it's because they have someone else that they want right now. Okay. And they're defensive. Another interpretation of this is that it's just not the right time with all the things that are happening in the world right now. Okay. And you should instead be enjoying whatever it is that you have in the present moment. Also, with that 10 card, it could just be that it's not going to be as fun as you think it is. And it could even cause you health issues, like zapping your strength and energy. Like now you may think it's a good idea, but later you'll hate it. So the universe is protecting you. Besides, you'll have a better offer soon. Okay. And what else do I see with this celebration, fun, enjoyment? Okay. So maybe you have a very carefree attitude to a certain thing, and that's why it's not happening. If this is regarding money, like you haven't made a plan, you're too much into the enjoyment thing, and that's why this money is not coming to you, because you're not taking definitive action to make it happen yourself. You're leaving it up to the universe to do it for you, and you're being very passive about it. Okay, but with the Knight of Swords, you should be like more in your face about what it is that you want. So yeah, with the dragon energy here, right? Be more rude, so to speak, about it. Be more adamant about it. If this is something that you can help, and if you see it's still not working, then you have to withdraw. But maybe you're at that passive phase and you're just expecting this to happen without you having to do anything, without you having to say anything. The Swords card, just telling you to say something first if this is something that you want. And if the answer is no, you have to be able to take the no, but without asking in a clear and confident way. It's going to take the universe more time to deliver it to you organically. Yeah, so those are the various reasons that I see what the universe is trying to tell you about why the answer is no, or it's not going to happen for a long time. So let's get some letter charms out as a double layer of confirmation. Let me fix it up. Okay, so these are the letters that came through. They may spell something out. Your initials or something else. DJRFCN ISAKSLE. Okay. So this was your reading, pile 2. I hope that this was informative. Take care, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the seashell here, or to this stone. And the card that came through for your pile the Wheel of Fortune. This is not the yes or no answer, by the way. This is just giving us an indication as to what this question may be referring to. And this Wheel of Fortune card in particular is the Ghanaian Akan mythology, and it's about like a trickster god and luck from misfortune. So this could be something about you've lost something and you're wondering if you're going to find it again, or you're wondering about fortune, the unexpected windfall. This card also refers to the karma of someone, okay? Or it could be that you have had a spat of bad luck and you're wondering if you're going to come out of it. You see with the spider web, come out of a sticky situation, you know, if you're going to be saved from the disappointment, kind of come out of that situation. Okay, so these were just some of the clues as to what the question that you were asking may have been about. But first, we're going to get the yes or no answer to your particular question. And then we're going to get some cards as to possible questions that were asked of this pile and why the answer is going to be yes or no. And we're also going to top it off with letter charms as a double, triple layer of confirmation at the end of the reading. So first, let's see. Is the answer to your question yes or no? Wow. Okay. So we got 4 cards. Okay. So we have the 3 of Swords. That's a no card. But we have the Magician and the Queen of Wands, which are yes cards. So it seems like at the beginning, it may seem like no. This is hopeless. It's not going to come to fruition. And then, yes, it will manifest. Okay, but it will be in a way that perhaps you hadn't expected. All right, with the Queen of Wands. So if this is about a certain love, it may come to you, but not in the form that you wanted. Or it may come to you after you think that it is totally gone. So like a turnaround of situations. Okay, I'm going to get one more clarifier, actually, since this is mostly a yes. But since the 4th card came out, which is a no, I want to see. Okay, yes, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So this is indicating that it may require more time than you thought. Originally, it's not something that's going to happen fast. It will happen, but after some time has passed. Okay, and let's see when. So it's not something happening like next month is what I'm seeing. It's going to take longer than that. Let's see the time scenarios. 2 cards popped out. So we have the Capricorn card and the Sagittarius card. So what I see with this is that it may take a year. Okay, since at the time that we're doing this reading, it is Sagittarius season. Okay, and since this is going to take longer than expected, this may be a year from now. Okay, or like 10 months from now, since Capricorn season, 11 months from now is 11 months away. Yes. Okay, so let's also take a look at the various questions that were asked of this pile. So I'm going to take some cards out. This process is sped up, and then we'll see which questions were asked. Okay, so your cards are ready. Let's take a look. We have 3 of coins. This could be about a third-party situation. Okay, we have serenity. We have expectation, adaptability, decision, organization, chain, older man, the fighter card. By the way, this one flew out too, so I'm going to take that as well. Okay, love. Pig, July. Family room. Manifesting dreams. Child. Isolation. Virgo card, and we have the purse. Okay, so I'm seeing various different scenarios here of questions that were asked. And do keep in mind that the answer to your question was mostly yes, but it will require some time. And the earliest I see it happening is 11 to 12 months away, as we said. Now we have 2 yes answers here, but, we do see that it requires some time and that it may be like at the 11th hour when you least expect it. Okay, so the first thing, if you're asking about money, you're expecting some sort of money to come to you. We have the greed card here. Okay, so that is one of the questions. And another one is regarding travel or a visa restriction to some place. Okay, and with the Serenity card here, the 4 of Wands, that's a card of getting married as well. So this could be a question regarding, am I going to be single or married? That type of question. And as I said here, 3 of Coins, it's like the work card. So it could be a matter pertaining to work or a third-party situation. You're asking, like, for example, will this person leave this other person to be with me? Okay, or like I said, there's some sort of tentative work situation where you have like 2 choices, or there is some sort of person at work who's bothering you, and that's a question related to that. If you're asking a question with the July, something about summer and traveling to a certain place, this could be the card. Or if you're born in July or you're the sign of Cancer or Leo, this is just a double layer of confirmation for that too. With the child, some of you may be asking a question with regards to a child that you have or that you hope to have a child soon. Okay, but I see that requiring more time, but yes, the answer is yes. And we have the decision here regarding a family thing that's happening. So it could be about a move, for example, or regarding a family member, perhaps even like an older member of your family, a male perhaps. Okay, or this card could also be referring to someone who is older than you and you're asking a love question related to them. Expectation, like, will this happen, or should I marry this person who's older? Something along those lines. It's being asked of this pile. We have the Knight of Swords. So some sort of family member here, or decision regarding family member, which is being blocked. Maybe some sort of irritating family member you're asking about. Okay, so those are the various situations that I see. With the manifesting dreams, you could be asking about, when are you going to manifest love? Is it going to be soon? So that kind of question. Or you're waiting for someone to come back, as we see it here with the expectation card, like great expectations. It could even be a Gemini, this person that you're asking about. We have the Capricorn, your Virgo card here. Yes, or with regards to work, It could be like, should I choose this certain work, even though that may be harder, or it would require more skills of you? Okay, so that type of work question, or is someone using you, is another question asked here. Okay, so the answer is it's going to take time. And let's see why it's going to take some time. Any clues here? Let's get some cards. Okay, and one card from here. And one card from here. And one card from here. So why is some time required to have this dream come true? So these are the various clues that we're getting. Okay. So one of the things that I'm seeing is maybe teamwork is required, like you're going to require assistance of someone else, or there will be a setback before there is forward momentum. Another indication that I'm getting here is maybe you're too idealistic and you have like excluded other possibilities. So you want it to happen a certain way, and that's the blockage that keeps you from manifesting it quicker. So with the excitement card, we have the Gemini card again. With the mature man, perhaps you are too excited, and instead your vibration should be that of patience and calm. Like, I'm ready to receive this, but not to be nervous about it, because nervous maybe gets in the way of your manifestation. Like you don't believe it to be true, but someone who's manifesting it does so in a quick, not quick, but methodical manner. And with this globe here, what I see is that if this is a question related to travel or moving, there could be a setback with that. That requires your attention first. Maybe you need to research this place better because there's another option that you would be more excited about. Okay. And with the innovation card and the idealism, I see that you've set your sights on a particular person or thing, which is kind of being controlling. Like you should let the universe figure out what is the best option for you in some of these cases. Like if it's a love situation, right? Like you're like, I have these certain qualifications. I need them to be 6'1" and have lots of muscles, for example. If this is, for example, love situation. Okay, let me see what other reasons are coming for why this is going to take more time than you intended. Also, what I see is some family support is required. Like I said, some teamwork is required. Maybe you experiencing the setback and not enlisting help from other people is what is keeping you from attaining this faster. Like you're more of someone who's trying to attain it on their own without enlisting help or tips from experts on this matter. Okay. So with the mature man, I see that also impatience may be a factor. So like you're not striking at the right time because you get so impatient. You're just trying to catch fast. Like this is something that is so rare that if you don't jump the gun, that you're going to miss out. So instead, you're supposed to wait, be more patient, okay, and have faith. All right, so those are the various clues that I'm getting from the universe about why this manifestation will take longer than you expected. You may run into hurdles. Okay. And let's take a look at some charms. Let me lay these out and then we'll see. Okay, so these letters came out. TIZPKBGKURJ, and we have B and Q. Okay, so those may be your initials, or they may spell something out as a double layer of confirmation. I hope that this reading was informative, and I'll see you in another reading. Take care. Bye. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the seashell here or to this blue stone, blue and white stone. And the card that came through for your pile was the Seven of Wands. This is a card of perseverance, and it's giving us a clue as to what the question that you asked about may have been about. So in this particular depiction, I'm seeing that you have been working hard at this. Maybe it's a stubborn task that you have, or a particularly stubborn person. Okay, and this is the depiction of John Henry, the American folktale. It's about an indomitable force, something that you achieve against all odds, that you stand up and believe in. And it's about something that requires courage, resolve, hard work, endurance. And this question may also pertain to something about like an attack, or to someone being a coward. Okay, so you're asking if they will approach you, if they will do something, if this project will work out, and you have been putting in the time, the effort towards it. Okay, so those are some of the clues. And first, we're going to get a yes or no answer for this pile. Then we'll see some cards as to what the questions that were asked were about, the various questions that people may have asked for this pile as like a layer of confirmation, and as to why the answer is yes or no. And we'll also top it off with some letter charms at the end as a double layer of confirmation. So let me see. Spirit, tell us for pile 4, is this a yes or no? Okay, well, 3 cards popped right out just as I intended. We have Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Moon card. So we have 2 definitive yes answers. The Moon card, though, is a no answer, but since we have the 2 yes answers, this is going to happen. However, there may be some sort of confusion at first, or it will not happen in a very quick span of time. But let me get one more card for that. Okay, so let me see. What is that one card saying? Exactly. Okay, the 9 of Wands. So some more work on your part is required. So it will happen, but it may exhaust you. And so this is something worth thinking about. Or by the time that it happens, perhaps even you will not want this thing, is one of the things that this is saying. And let me get one more card for that Moon card. Okay, and the 8 of Cups. So just as you are giving up, it seems like that's when it will happen. Or once you get it, you may even reject it, is another thing that I'm seeing, because it took too much effort. So this is something that will require time. And there will be, for example, like going away, coming back to it before this can be achieved. Okay, so another thing that I'm seeing is that some of you are being impatient. This is the Knight of Wands, card of impatience, impulsiveness. So there's some sort of confusion that you have, and that's why this plan is not coming to fruition faster. Maybe because you haven't taken time out to look at it from a distance, take a break, and you're going full throttle. Yeah, like you don't have enough distance from the situation, or because you're not ready to walk away. That's one of the signs that I'm getting. Yeah, so if this is pertaining, for example, to a love situation, you have to give the impression that you're ready to walk away and that you're not going to bend over backwards, okay, if things are hazy. And that's when this will most likely happen. So let's also see like timing for this, the earliest and the latest. Spirit, can you give us timing for this? Okay, so we have Sagittarius, okay, and 9 and 9. Okay, so it seems like the earliest this will happen is in the month of November or in the month of September, since 9 is the month of September. But November is a sign of Sagittarius. I don't see this happening this year since we have the moon card as the last. So this may take around 11 months or 10 months, since we have September is 10 months away from us. Okay, that's the earliest. And as for the latest this can happen, let me also get one more card out. Okay, so we have the Capricorn card, definitely in the winter. What I'm seeing this as is like 1 year. Okay, so Capricorn season is 1 year away from now. So, yeah, around that time. 9 months to a year. Okay. All right. So, now we're going to take a look at the various situations here that were asked about. Okay, let me get cards out for that. And this process will be sped up. Okay, so let's take a look at the various questions that were asked. King of Cups. Okay, this is the professor card. No, the professional card. It could be about a work situation or like some sort of exhibition or show that you're having. Question pertaining to that. We have the Harmony card. Let me get the rest of the cards out. I'll tell you. Refuge, official person. Mature woman, truth. King of Wands. The Justice card. The Nine of Swords. This is the Mortification card. The Distant Horizon. Skull. Stork. Companionship. Boat. The Dog card. And we have the July card. Okay. So this may be something that you're asking about, which is about something to do with the summer. Okay, like a vacation of some sort. With the Distant Horizons, it could be about a particular location, a question regarding that. Okay. And for some of you, it could also be regarding an official position, with the Justice card being chosen among certain candidates. And what else do I see here with the yin and the yang and the Mortification card here? It could have to do with a certain bully that you're asking a question about that has humiliated you. And this could be someone who is like the opposite sign to you. So if you're Cancer, it could be someone who's a Capricorn, something to that effect. All right, we have the Two of Saucers here. Okay, with the Refuge card, it could be pertaining to a friend, as we have with the dogs. And if you're going to go somewhere to see this person, okay, it could also be regarding if you're going to receive the truth from a certain person who you've had bad dealings with in the past, who has made you feel terrible about yourself in the past. King of Wands. Okay, for some of you, it could be a question regarding an older woman in your life. And with the King of Wands here, it could be with a question regarding someone who is a Leo or a fire sign in your life. Someone who has pride, who refuses to give in to your request. The companionship, it could be a question with the Libra card here related to love. Like, are you going to have a partner, this certain partner, maybe a fire sign? It could be a question pertaining to someone leaving to another country, or you yourself leaving, or having the money to afford that. And for others, I see it's a matter of inheritance, winning, or windfall. And with the skull question, could be about someone's health improving, or it's about the ending of a relationship. You're asking regarding that. So if someone's relationship with someone will end. Okay, and the answer is, for this particular question, yes, but it will take some time. So I want to see the reasons why it's a yes, but it's going to take some time, or what is the caveat here. Okay, so with the companionship, let's see. We have the Sun card here, so definitely a fire sign. What I see here is that this person has to make a decision, and you can't influence free will too much. And as we have here with the boat, it depends on where they want to live. If this is a question of like someone coming towards you. So if the chance to be in your town offers itself, then yes, the question is yes. But like, you have to wait and be patient about it. So let me get some cards as to what could make this manifestation happen faster, or what is, blocking this manifestation from happening quicker. What does Spirit Guide want to tell you about this? Okay, so the cards, expectation, the Ace of Saucers, happiness, domination. The Student card here, the excitement, the change, and we have the Three of Swords, the Separation card. Okay, so some of the clues as to why this may take extra time is that you are too obsessed with it right now, like you're checking up on it, and you have to be more detached from it. You have to live life and embrace what's going on right now, so that the universe can work through you and work for you. So with the domination, I see that prayer or meditation is encouraged here. Surrender to the process. All right. With the excitement, you should also feel that this is achievable, that you can have abundance. So maybe you don't believe in the law of attraction also, and you're more cerebral. You don't believe that miracles can happen. That's what's slowing down this manifestation. Another thing that I see here is maybe you are not strategic enough. Okay, you're more impetuous, and you're someone who acts from emotion rather than thinking things through and doing it methodically. Like you're doing too much, but you should be doing less and making it more strategic. And that's why your manifestation is slower in coming. So with the Three of Swords, for some of you, I see that distance can be a factor. So once that gap is bridged with the distance, this can come true. But if this is someone, for example, who lives at a distance from you, maybe this is not in your best interest, and that's why you are encouraged to walk away. Or if you do get some sort of like hint of wanting to be with you from this person, it's still not in your best interest. Okay, Three of Swords, a card of heartbreak. Or another thing that I'm seeing is be careful what you wish for, because you can get it, but then you can grow so tired of it, you know, by the process of trying to get it, that at the end, you wouldn't even want it. Okay? With the Moon card here. This is in particular referring to a love situation that you have. So with the Ace of Happiness card here, the Ace of Saucers, practice self-love and creativity. It is about manifesting and knowing your worth as well, not needing their approval and not letting yourself be taken advantage of. So if you've been doing that, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. And that's another thing that your spirit guides are telling you, like you haven't created strong enough boundaries with this person that you're asking about. And that's why your manifestation is slower in coming, because you haven't put the necessary required distance from this person to make them come to you. But I want to get a clarifier for that happiness card here as well. Okay, the chains. So something that you're holding on to from your past is like kind of keeping you on a vicious loop, affecting your happiness level, lowering your vibration. So your mind is working, racing fast. And that's why this manifestation is slower in arriving. Okay, and by the time that you can get it, it seems like you maybe grow tired of it, not even want it when it's about to happen. So we have period of frustration, lessons to be learned. So there are some lessons that need to be learned before this happens as well. Maybe the lesson of learning to let it go and being okay even if it doesn't happen. And that's when you will have the breakthrough and it will come to you. Because if we hold on tight, we'll suffocate it. Then that thing can slip through our fingers more easily, like grains of sand, you know? So ease up on that grasp and be happy regardless. And even if you feel like, oh, I may lose it, that's when you will receive it. Because certain things, by gripping it too hard, that's how we repel it. Okay? And so those were the signs from the universe as to why this manifestation will take some time. Okay, and let's get some letter charms. And I'll arrange these and we'll see. Okay, so these letters came out, Pal 4. We have B, N, J, S, P, K, Z, A, J, R, S, F, P, and U. So these may be your initials, or they may spell something else out that is relevant here. This was your reading, Pile 4. Thank you for watching. I hope that this was helpful, and I'll see you in another reading. Take care. Bye.